Space, the final frontier. Hi, I'm Tom, and this is Elite Dangerous on the PS4. About 7 months ago, when I uploaded my first review, this was the game it had to be. It was, and still is, without a doubt, my favorite open world game of all time. No game came close to my sheer enjoyment of space and the stories crafted in my own mind. It was uncanny how much I loved Elite. The only flaw it had back then was the incredible grind and that it was exclusive for PC only. But that time is over. Today, Elite mixes some of its old players with the new, and so will I. So in honor for Elite and a little bit of a laugh for myself, I will mix some of my old review with the new. Let's see if this galactic skill adventure still holds up on the current generation of consoles. Let's dive in. I just said galactic, and that's no joke. Elite uses procedural generation to make a play area of 400 billion star systems, and every single one of them is one that you can visit. Every sun-like star, every neutron star, every nebula, every black hole is one that you can visit. And yes, you can visit the center of the galaxy, the supermassive black hole, Sagittarius A star. But that is for a later date. Elite starts you off with 1000 credits and the smallest ship in the game, which you have to name first. After that impossible task, you will find yourself in one of the many thousands of orbiting space stations. From here, you can do whatever you want. There's no goal, no objective, no restraint and no boundaries. You want to be a trader? Equip your ship with some cargo racks and buy some goods. Learn the trade routes and prices between stations and become a space-faring tycoon. There are some great third-party tools to help you with this too, so I'll link those in the description. Or it's exploring more a thing. Like I said, Elite has 400 billion star systems, most of which are unexplored. There are some stunning vistas to behold in this great expansive galaxy. Just grab some scanners and jump drives, set your destination, and go. If exploring and trading is not for you, how about combat? Elite allows you to play as the good guy as well as the bad guy. Become a bounty hunter by killing players and AI who have a price on their head. Or become a pirate and pull pilots out of supercrews to steal their well-earned cargo and sell it all back on the black market. Doing this will make you a target for the bounty hunters though, so be aware. There are also some side activities like mining or completing randomly generated missions from the bulletin board. However, these will always be some variations of the jobs I just mentioned. Space stations will be your safe havens during your time flying through the galaxy. Here is where you will collect your bounties, sell your goods and turn in your exploration data to make your well-earned profit. In the space stations you can also refill your ammo, refuel your ships and upgrade everything that is even slightly attached to your ship. We are talking shields, scanners, life support, jump range, missiles, lasers, mine launchers, heatsink launchers, power supplies, railguns and so much more. So much in fact that you need to manage your power systems in your ship so you don't overload your systems. Elite is extremely vast and detailed in that sense. And just like there is a lot of things to customize on your ship, there's also a lot of ships to put those customizations on. There are currently 31 ships in the game, and each has a specific role to fulfill. Take for instance the Vulture, a small ship that is great for hit and run combat. It can turn fast and hit hard, but if you want to become a trader, it would be stupid to use it because it has small internal space to carry stuff around. The Cobra Mark III on the other hand is a jack of all trades but master of none. It has decent internal storage and some guns to keep the enemy at bay. However, it's not the best at all of these things. Like its jump range is nothing compared to the Diamondback Explorer, which is great for setting out into the stars, but lacks the maneuverability and shield strength that is required in combat. You need to be aware of which role a ship fills and what you're going to use it for. In Elite Dangerous, scenarios may differ greatly from your own intended plans. Along your journey you can find unidentified signal sources to pull you out of your own beaten path. The contents of these events are random and can be a great plethora of things. It can be salvage floating in space, which you can then sell for cash, or it can be an ambush, pirates waiting for you to take your cargo and destroy your ship. This is also the reason why it's always useful to take either some weapons with you or some defensive equipment. Elite does what it does well, however the game does it at a crawling pace in the late game. At the start, upgrades and ships are plentiful, but when you hit the larger ships it will take you play session after play session to even be able to afford one upgrade. I currently have 664 hours logged on the PC version of the game, and I haven't even unlocked all of the endgame ships. It is a true grind to be able to unlock everything. I personally think it's worth it, but I'm willing to place a bet that a lot of people will think it's not. Added to this, which I'm really upset about, is the lack of support for the PSVR. I've played Elite with the HTC Vive and it's been one of the most consistently fun experiences I have had in virtual reality. It's a true shame because Elite is perfect for the VR platform, and knowing that they could have done it but didn't is truly upsetting. Maybe, and I hope it's true, it will be added later, because it would be a damn shame if it didn't. Finally, I would like to talk about the Horizon Season Pass. The Season Pass is straight up more of the same content. Is it worth the extra $25? I think yes. However, it is most certainly not required to have if you first start off the game. My advice is to buy the standard game first, and if you like it, buy it as an extra. It includes planetary landings, extra hard to get upgrades for your ship, multi-crew and ship-launched fighters, character customization, and last but not least, the next update, update 2.4, will bring in aliens which you can fight. It is worth checking out if you enjoy the base version. Elite Dangerous is most certainly one of my favorite games of all time. The way the game plays, and if you've listened in the review, the music the game has, it's just phenomenal. Elite's graphics are up to par as well, and I've heard that if you have a PS4 Pro, there's some extra graphic settings as well. The people who buy the PS4 version of the game also have the privilege of getting the entire catalog of the previous 2 years of updates and content drops as well. Even for a lower price than I've paid when the game released back in 2014. Elite only costs $25 on the PlayStation Store, and for that price I'm calling you an idiot if you don't at least consider buying it. Because Elite Dangerous is without a doubt worth the money.